With this whole coronavirus thing going on, a lot of people's eating habits have changed drastically. Finding fresh fruit and vegetables, things like that, they are available in the stores. But one of the concerns for myself, and I know a lot of other people, is what if someone that's infected has been going through handling the things, maybe they sneezed on them, coughed on them, or what have you. So is it really safe to eat that stuff from the grocery store? And then also too, a lot of people have been laid off, or maybe if they're a business owner or what have you, they've been forced to shut down and they're hurting for money. And in order to eat healthy, it does cost a lot of money if you don't grow your own food. So one of the alternatives that you can do is edible wild plants. I know a lot of times when people think edible plants, they think survival situation, or you've got a ton of property that you can just go at. Well, as you can see, I'm not in my tent right now, so I'm not on my property. I'm outside of Pittsburgh right now, staying in the apartment that I stay at whenever I'm at work during the week. So right now, you know, I don't own any of this. I'm renting. And you can see I got, you know, some cupboards, but there's not really a lot. Basically, there's not a lot I can do right now in this situation, living in, you know, suburbia or near an urban city, where, you know, you can really provide your own crops and things like that, unless your borough or town or whatever allows some sort of garden, you know, yard garden, whatever they call them. But even then, you're kind of limited. So what can you do? What can you do to supplement your health, or, you know, again, maybe you're hurting on money, and so forth. I've been in that, you know, position in college. I was hurting on money, and so the one of the answers to that is wild edibles. So me and old Frank here, we're gonna go for a walk, and I'll show you. Come on, let's go for a walk. So we're just a few hundred feet away from the apartment right now, and unless you have a yard that you spray a bunch of weed killer and things like that, chances are you're going to have a lot of edible plants in there. So this right here, violet, it's heart shaped. These grow in the woods, and then this time of year they've got, you know, a violet flower, hence the name. Deer love these. You can eat these raw. You can cook them. Just inside of here, you got some dandelion, same thing. You can eat that raw or cook it. Right over here, some plantain. So it's quite a bit of stuff. The yard has a lot of it. So obviously, like right now, taking the dog for a walk, depending on where you're at, you're definitely going to want to clean it, because people taking their dogs to piss and things like that. But I think it's a lot safer than people that maybe have the corona and are handling stuff in the grocery store. So continuing on, a lot of times, even in the big cities, you've got little patches of woods growing here and there, especially along highways and stuff. And just walking right over here again, we got some dandelion growing right there. And then over here, we got garlic mustard. Depending on the time of year, right now, it's still in its early growing stage, which it looks like this throughout the winter. But as time progresses, you'll see it starts to grow higher. I'll just walk down here a little bit. It's where, got his collar snag. Here it's starting to grow higher. Right there. And these things will grow a couple feet high. And you can see just along, like a 20-foot span here, how much of that's growing. And again, normally throughout the winter and other times of year. For the most part, it's low to the ground. You don't have quite as big of leaves or as many. So this being April is when it's starting to grow tall like that. And then just a few feet down from that, we got the wild garlic. Sometimes it's kind of thinly spaced like this, and other times it grows in bigger clumps. You can see some there growing beside the garlic mustard. A lot of times you'll find this throughout the woods year round. Here you have a single one growing right here. When you go to dig these, I'm not going to dig them just because I don't really want to disturb the property here, since it's not my property. It's the apartments. This is a decent sized one here. The bulbs are a lot smaller than what you're going to find in the store. So, and what's the difference between this and wild onion? Well, they are hard to tell apart, but they're both edible. They're both good for you, so I wouldn't really worry about it.